Hello everybody and welcome to the HCW show. This week we are going to be reviewing WWE Friday Night Smackdown, WWE Monday Night Raw and AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite. Stay tuned, it's going to be a good one. Roll intro.
HCW Reviews.
Hello everybody and welcome to the show. I am your host Frozzy alongside Great Wrestle as always on a Thursday recording day. For you guys Friday. How are you doing today, Ray?
Yeah, I'm good. I've just realised I'm wearing a communism shirt, so... Out of context, I'm going to show what it is. It's not me supporting communism. It's Stalin, we can do it. So it's not me, mate. I just realised it just says communism. It looks like...
Cancelled.
Yeah, so, it's just a mock shirt, so don't hate me.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm doing well.
Yeah,
Living the dream.
Good stuff.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. A bit of a rough morning, but, rough afternoon. I wasn't feeling great earlier, but feel a bit better now. It probably had something to do with the fact that I hadn't had a drink since about whatever time I had my last drink last night. And then
it's not about alcohol, by the way. He's an alcoholic. DTs.
Yeah, that's it. Full on alcoholism.
Rattling.
Full blown. I'm drunk as we speak.
To be fair, yeah, if you watch me on Instagram, you'll probably think I'm watching me on Instagram. If you like me on Instagram, you'll probably see that I'm an alcoholic. So
yeah, absolutely. It just runs in the family.
Yeah, except DP.
Except, yeah, well, DP used to drink WKD because he thought it was an energy drink. So, I mean, who's the real loser here?
That's still the best thing ever, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And now it's out there for everyone to see.
Surely you could have realised that he was slowly getting tired. So it's like 4%, but if you had like 3 or 4 of them, surely you'd notice.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think so, but mind you, if you thought it was an energy drink, you probably wasn't binging. He was probably just having like
placebo effect.
Yeah. So, what we'll do is we'll get straight into this wrestling because, we need to work on getting the showtime down because we've got like 2 pay-per-views to review alongside these 3 next week, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's not going to go well because I'm recording Tuesday and then I'm out on Monday, so...
Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, we'll work it out. I don't know how we're going to do it. As to whether it'll be 2 separate videos is something we'll discuss. It might just all be one and you'll have to deal with listening to us for over an hour.
It won't be as long as the WrestleMania special we did a year ago, though, where it was 2.5 hours. Good God!
No, that'll never happen again. So, yeah. Yeah, you might just have to bear with us because it could all be one video. And like I said, it'll probably be over an hour if it is. If it isn't, we might break it down, see if we've got space to bring stuff out because we are jam-packed at the minute. So, but yeah, if you want to kick us off with Friday Night Smackdown, right, we'll get started.
Yeah. So we kick off with the Bloodline, and here comes Sami straight afterwards. KO and Sami Zayn. The general gist of this was Sami and KO were trying to basically say that the Reigns and Solo are not challenged. They're not as good as the Usos as a tag team. And obviously they weren't happy about that. But before they could kind of really get a gist of it, the Usos attacked KO and Sami. And then Roman, he wasn't happy about this situation. And they've kind of jumped in. So Roman's not happy about the whole Uso thing. But weirdly enough, Roman bumps Solo, as in like bumps into him as he walks off.
Yeah.
And Solo looks a bit annoyed.
Yeah.
Have you heard the rumour about Solo?
No, go on.
There's a rumour. It's a great rumour. It's not going to come true. That have you noticed Solo's never celebrated with Roman or anything? He never does the thing. He's always just there, not paying attention.
Yeah.
There's a rumour. The end of the story is that Solo's going to come out and said he wasn't there for the Tribal Chief. He was sent by the Great One. And it's going to be The Rock. So that could be. I'd like that. I'll be honest. I'd like.
Yeah.
Continue the story forever. That's what.
Yeah. Who's finishing stories these days? Nobody.
Yeah, when it's as good as that story, I don't care how long it lasts.
Yeah.
Backstage, they basically said, have you got something to say about this? It's all about you and so forth. So he just wasn't happy about the whole scenario.
Yeah.
Poor Roman. We had Brutes versus Pretty Deadly for DP. Yes, boys. I rate this 2.5 stars, but the finish was really good. Did you get to see it?
Yes.
Dude, such a good, well-worked finish.
It was like, so as a show, as SmackDown, like when I'm watching it, you watch the finishes and stuff like that, and stuff just becomes a blur. And then it was someone else said it in a server that the finish was really good. So I had to go back and watch it again. I was like, now that it's been pointed out, yeah.
Yeah, really finished like so. I can't remember which one of them. I'm going to go with Prince for the sake of it. He was the good old Austin spot where his arms are wrapped up in the rope. Andre did it a lot as well. The ref got distracted. He unhooked himself. They double teamed finish at I think it was Ridge, and then he just hooked himself back up in the ropes like nothing happened.
Yeah, it was great.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty deadly already on the books and beating the Bruiserweights.
Yeah.
Bruiserweights, Brawling Brutes, goddammit. Zelina had a promo where she showed that she can face the top dogs in WWE. So they're actually still going with Zelina, which I was really surprised by. I thought it was just going to be Puerto Rico, then you're never going to hear from her again.
No, but that is what will happen. So she'll come out, she's had that promo. Wouldn't surprise me if on SmackDown she's not on it.
LWO, though, she's in that group, and until that merch stops.
She won't do anything. She's not. If she wasn't in the LWO, the merch would still sell.
Yeah. She'll valet, though. You gotta have that woman in the LWO. She faced Oscar. It was 2.25 stars. Oscar won. Then Oscar wouldn't let go of the submission. Bianca came out, and then Oscar kind of like flesh wound missed her, where it just kind of hit her in the side of the face. That was the plan. Like she wasn't going to get full on missed again.
Yeah.
So Oscar is coming for Bianca Belair's title again, and I'm hoping she wins, but she probably won't.
Yeah.
Because Charlotte's the only person who will win that title.
Yep. Probably. I can't see any other results.
Yeah. Following from this, we had the Waller Effect, which is a Miz TV rip-off, KO show rip-off, just another crap. They had Styles on there. Basically, Waller was kind of sucking up to Styles until the end of it, where he says, we're going to, Night of Champions, we're going to hear new champion, Seth Rollins. And then they just both stared at each other, and it went off air, and it was weird. I thought Styles would hit him or something, but they just kind of stared at each other.
Yeah. Well, SmackDown was pre-taped, wasn't it, this week? So this week's episode is pre-taped. Yeah. I'm assuming that because of that, AJ and Waller have probably had a match. I've not looked at spoilers, so I don't know.
I have. I've not looked at results. I've looked at what matches are on the card, but I haven't looked at what. Is that
a match on the card?
In my head, I don't remember it being there. But it makes sense if it was. But yeah, in my head, I can't.
If it makes sense, it won't be on it.
Oh yeah, no, more than likely. More of a quick gander while that's happening. Yeah. So we're up from that. So LWO basically saying that Kasami are better than the Usos. So
I mean,
I don't think they are. So. Yeah, but flukes happen. Let's have a look. I've got the booking now. Oh, I nearly saw the results then. That was worrying. So you've got the United States title match, which is announced on this show anyway, which is going to be Theory versus Sheamus. So no, guess who AJ Styles fighting?
Well, if it ain't Waller, some no mark probably.
Karrion Kross. Anyway, so we'll move on from that. Boogs and LA Knight versus the Profits. The Profits won because there was a bit of dissension, and then LA Knight drops Boogs afterwards. So that's going to be a rivalry that I really want to see.
It'll just be nice for LA Knight to finally win.
Yeah, no, Boogs will win.
Yeah,
dummy button. Grimes is happy about his winning and he's going straight to the moon. So we're back to the weekly segment. Where's Grimes on the leaving scale?
Still on it. This doesn't mean anything. Karrion Kross is going to get released soon as well. And he's still on it.
He'll be Universal Champion in December and you'll be like, he's still leaving.
He won't be Universal Champion.
No, he won't. But imagine if Roman Reigns lost to Grimes.
Dropped to Grimes. It'll be a story though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and you'll still be like, yeah, he's still living. We had a weird match of the NXT girls of Kaylee Ray and Dawn with the NXT title facing Feroz and Leon from NXT. I don't know what the point of this match was. It was a squash match. They obviously beat the two girls.
It's just to get them over. That's all it is. It's just a victory on your CV on SmackDown. It's there.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with the women's tags.
They need to do something because they can't just, unless they suddenly go, yeah, like this can be defended on SmackDown, the other one can be defended on Raw, and they just won't have women's tags in NXT.
Yeah.
Just give us some way of doing it. The Rack attack has been stripped of the title because Raquel Rodriguez, they said she was injured, but she wasn't, but Liv Morgan's injured. It was weird how they worded that Raquel Rodriguez was injured as well, but she wasn't. Theory is annoyed that Lashley's followed him to SmackDown. Then he called out Sheamus. Sheamus came down and bro kicked him in the face and walked off. Usos and Heyman. Heyman forgives the Usos for the attack, but there's still a bit of shade. And then it's the Usos versus LWO. I rated this 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed this match, I'll be honest. Overall, really good match. Kasami kind of cost the Usos a win. So LWO is on a bit of a roll. And the Usos are slowly progressing into the bin.
It's where it was meant to go, though, isn't it?
Yeah. And Roman, not here. There we go.
No.
That's the end of SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean, it was alright. Didn't offend me in any way, so...
No.
Just a standard episode. There wasn't like a blowaway match or anything on there. Like, normally, SmackDown produces like a 3-star match, doesn't it? But we didn't get that this week, so... I
like the main event. Good tag match.
Yeah, but we'll move on to Raw.
Yeah, so Raw started off weirdly. I don't know if you actually got a chance to watch it, but Raw started off with Heyman hyping the main event.
Right.
Then KO and Sammy's music hit. Then it went to break, and then Heyman wasn't in the ring anymore. I was really confused by it.
I'm always confused by it.
Yeah, I was really confused by what they were going with that. They did the funny thing. So obviously, Roman's dedicated the match to the Wild Samoans. So KO and Sammy have dedicated the match to the best part of the bloodline, the Usos. So we're adding to the fire.
Yeah.
Imperium was with the old scenario that Imperium and the thing you're gonna have the 6-man tag.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a surprise. So Imperium about to attack, and then here comes Riddle. Like I would have happy to had a Mustafa Ali do it as you predicted, but yeah, no, Riddle. It wasn't a surprise. Riddle was already tagged with them. It was pretty piss poor.
Yeah, it wasn't really, like we said, a surprise, but it was announced before as well, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, but they announced it as like a surprise 6-man. Like the sixth person. At least have it as Mustafa Ali. At least that would have been a slight surprise.
I mean, they said that it was going to be Riddle like 7 hours before the show.
Oh, did that?
Yeah,
I didn't check that out. Yeah, I knew he saved. I knew he saved the saved them. I didn't know he was actually announced. But anyway, still, I don't care. Cody then had a backstage kind of like this happened earlier with Lesnar absolutely mauling him, and Pierce has basically said there's no info on if he's got a broken arm or something like that at the moment.
Yeah.
Ricochet versus Bronson Reed, rated 2.5 stars. Tsunami. That was the match. Ricochet's there just to get beaten, and I don't.
Yeah,
really
he is. He sells well. He's Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
That's what.
Backstage promo with Apollo Crews. He was interrupted by the Judgment Day of Dom and Rhea. Dominic came up with a great line of this is the interview. Apollo was going, well, this is my time for the interview, and Dominic went, Apollo who? Just like, who are you? Then Rhea kind of steals the mic, does a promo on Nat, and then Apollo Crews kind of goes, you know what? You're not disrespecting me. And then Rhea makes a match between Dom and Apollo Crews because she has the managerial power to do that. So Dom versus Crews. Dom was a bit iffy about the match.
Yeah.
Judgment Day for that with the Nakamura disrespect. I wasn't really paying attention at this point. It kind of lost me in the first 20 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
LeRae versus Stark. I rated 2 stars. Cross distracted LeRae on accident. It wasn't like her attempting, and then Stark picked up the win. So Stark's 2 wins in a row, which is good for her. And they're doing some weird thing with Cross and LeRae. I'm not sure what the plan is.
Yeah, no, they're going to just fight, aren't they?
Yeah. Ali had a promo backstage, and he said, I'm normally talking about positivity, but he's worried about failure and stuff like that.
This was
and then I loved it. Yeah. So he's whining, and then all out of nowhere, he's by the gorilla position, and you turn the camera, and there's Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar literally says, "Get a life, kid."
Yeah.
Just walks off.
Just absolutely ruined him in like 4 words.
Buried him. Get a life, kid.
Yeah.
And then he comes down, Brock Lesnar, and he basically says, Cody's done. Here's an open challenge for someone to come down and fight me. And I thought, he's going to attempt this.
Yeah.
And then here comes Cody Rhodes in the fucking sling, gets down to the ring. Brock Lesnar does a Kimura and absolutely breaks his arm. So obviously the match...
When he's broke people's arms before, it looks so much better than it did here. This was not good. Yeah,
it's not great. But at least that also means now, from the attempt that he's broke Cody Rhodes' arm, so that match is not going to happen. So we'll continue. Alpha Academy versus the Raiders. We're rated 2.25 stars. The Raiders lose. Surprise. This was the battle of the losing teams, though. Someone had to come out on top. And Chad Gable's getting on with Maxine Dupree slightly, so that's nice.
Yeah.
So she's completely dropped the Triple M gimmick now, and she's just basically their manager.
Have you not seen Marseille and Mansoir on Twitter?
Just whining.
Yeah, no, just like they posted a picture of just them two, and like Maxine couldn't make the photo shoot, so we photoshopped her in with like a picture of a snake. I was like, that's great. So good.
What's worse about it, though, is that's just going to slowly disappear. They won't do anything on TV about that. I think that's them trying to do something about it, but no one...
no one's going to care.
Except DP. Nakamura versus Balor. I believe this is alright. This is my match of the night. 3 stars. Priest kind of slightly getting involved, and then if I believe Balor picked up the win from the curb stomp.
He did.
Because Nakamura attacked Priest outside because he had enough, and then it just kind of caused Balor to kind of pick up the win.
Yeah.
Sonya versus Raquel Rodriguez, 1 star. She then got attacked by Chelsea and Sonya, and then here comes Shotzi Blackheart to save the day. So Raquel Rodriguez is tag partner Shotzi Blackheart to have another Franken team.
Yeah, we were told this last week. I'm pretty sure this was announced that it was going to be Shotzi.
So it's definitely going to be Ronda and Shayna picking up the win. Definitely.
Well, if it isn't, then I don't know what to tell you, because it doesn't make any sense for any other team to win this now.
Do you know what's mental? Think about it a few years ago and think that Ronda Rousey is a below mid-card talent.
Yeah,
insane.
Because she was having great matches, but then I think people just got bored, didn't they?
Yeah, and she just didn't care as well, which probably didn't help. She didn't look like she had a run, and now she didn't care where she was in it.
Yeah.
Becky and Trish had a contract signing. Becky just made out that Trish is scared. I didn't care about this at all. I don't want to say I'm not really fussed about Becky Lynch versus Trish at all.
No, like a few years ago maybe when Becky was at like the height of being the man and stuff like that. I think a lot of the hype around us died.
Yeah, and they're trying to rekindle it, and it's not. Trish Stratus is not someone you rekindle a role with. Trish Stratus from 2001 maybe. Trish Stratus from 2023, probably not.
No, they need to go back to Becky and Ronda, because we've still not seen it. So. Yeah.
But she made a comment about, Trish barking like a dog, and she said, if you felt that was the most embarrassing thing, wait until I beat you at Night of Champions.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Apollo Crews versus Dom Dom. Apollo lost because Dom Dom and Rhea. 2.25 stars.
Everything evaporates with Dom as soon as he wrestles. Like, his character is so good. But in the ring, it's like there's no point in him having heat because he doesn't get it when he's wrestling.
Yeah, but it's the good old saying that everything's great until the bell rings. That's Cornette says a lot on it. Until the bell rings, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Imperium versus Kasami Bro. I rated 3 stars. It was a good match. It wasn't like amazing. Kasami Bro, I believe, won. I didn't write the winner on this. But in my head, I can't remember Imperium winning.
No, Imperium did not win.
And then to top off the show, Cody Rhodes has got a broken arm. Well, supposedly he won't allow the doctors to see his arm because he's worried that it's broken. Triple H said that to him. and Cody Rhodes is still going to fight at Night of Champions. So, if Brock Lesnar loses to Cody Rhodes, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
And if Cody Rhodes wins, I don't give a crap because it's ridiculous that he's Brock Lesnar with a broken arm.
Yeah, no, there's no place on this earth that Cody Rhodes can win and it'd be fine. I don't care if he hits him with a sledgehammer in the nose. He's not winning this match.
And then Lesnar hasn't... Unless Lesnar wins, that means there's got to be another match. Which, it can't happen straight away because he's got a broken arm.
Well, the big rumour is that Cody's in the Money in the Bank match. So, and they're on about maybe doing Cody Rhodes. But bear in mind where this has come from. This has come from zero, and we all know he's not good. But the talk is Cody Rhodes and Bray Wyatt. And that's going to be Wyatt coming back. And then, if that isn't the way it goes, we'll get Lesnar, Cody at SummerSlam.
So, for my own personal... I was told... Right, so, was Wyatt actually injured? Or was Wyatt
They've
just
still not said.
Yeah, because there's so many rumours that he was injured and was also he just took his ball and went home again.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming he didn't because they wouldn't want him back, I'm assuming, if he did it again.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Raw was, I would say, below average to average. It wasn't a great Raw, I'll be honest.
No, it only had the one good match on it, and that was the last match, so...
It wasn't a good going home show to set you up. So luckily, Night of Champions, the card looks really good.
Yeah.
So it's not really... It's the same with AEW when we get onto it. The go home show is awful, but the card looks decent.
Yeah,
so.
The card looks alright. So, yeah, well, with that said, then we'll move straight into Dynamite.
No, that was my review. Goodbye, everyone. Dynamite. So I tweeted this out because I was so annoyed. Orange Cassidy versus Carl Fletcher. I rated 3 stars. If Orange Cassidy hadn't been wrestling every week at the start of the show, every week doing the same match, I probably would have loved this even more.
Yeah.
But they need to wrestle the title away from Orange Cassidy now. It's boring. It's dull. He's kicking out of tombstones, double tombstones, and flipping. Carl Fletcher got beach breaked on the outside. Yeah. Like I think it's beach break his finisher. The one where he drops the. He's got him like in a reverse power driver behind his back, and he drops to his knees. It's like the dead eye.
Yeah. I think I know what you mean, yeah.
He hit Carl Fletcher probably about 2 minutes into the match with that, and the match went on for another 15, 16 minutes. It was just ridiculous. I enjoyed it, but it was just... It shouldn't have been going on for that long. Cassidy needs to lose the belt. If he wins this Battle Royale, this 21 Casino Battle Royale, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because it's just going to be further matches at the start of the show, and I don't want to see him fight anymore.
No.
I want him to disappear for a month, then I'll be fine.
You want some as well. I think what you need with titles is legitimacy. And you don't get it with Orange Cassidy, you don't. Fair enough,
yeah.
if you wanted to have a run just as like a couple of months, fine. Man's had this belt for God knows how long, defending it God knows how many times. It's not serious anymore. You're ruining this belt.
Yeah, what would have been better is if they booked it as in like he was wrestling every few weeks with it, because at least he's healed up. He's wrestling every week and he's getting battered and he's just about winning and then he's getting battered again. And he's just... Yeah, so he's had it 225 days.
Yeah, no, it's stupid.
So yeah, but he's defended it like 20 times. It's insane.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I just literally get the belt off him. Starks backstage.
Yeah.
He's getting annoyed that he keeps getting battered by the Bullet Club Gold. So what happens? The Bullet Gold attack him again. that's what happened. It's literally the John Cena storyline. What's my favourite thing to do? Let's upbeat Ricky Starks.
Yeah, beat up Ricky Starks.
And I'm a fan of it. I don't like Ricky Starks, so I've seen him get beat up weekly is a nice thing. So he's going to win that Casino Battle Royale. Then Jungle Boy had a promo backstage. They did pre-taped it, so it was a bit better than usual, but I'm not a big fan of Jungle Boy promos.
No.
So I can't...
Honestly...
Kind of skipped it.
For me, this 4 Pillars stuff is not good.
The trouble is, Darby versus MJF is the focal point of it now. They've realised that will be the good part of the match, and they've just kind of forgot about everyone else.
Yeah, I just like to... When you get anointed or something like that, the 4 Pillars, like WWE had the 4 Horsewomen, didn't they? But they all went on to become a big deal. Like, you're not going to get that from the Four Pillars, and I think it's like the fact that they're in a world title program when none of them are world title stars apart from the champion.
Yeah.
Is killing AEW
yeah,
in
it's
terms
not
of
great.
title. No, it's not good, and it's absolutely, in my opinion, just killing them.
Yeah, story-wise, it's not great. The match will be good because they're just all good wrestlers.
If you were doing the story without the title, and maybe the winner of this was going on to challenge for the title, fine. But one of them is already the champion, and he's the biggest star of all of them. It makes no sense to me for the other three to be anywhere near to it because they've done nothing to deserve it.
Yeah, and I don't know, it might be. Has it been announced as the main event?
Oh, if it isn't the main event, then you may as well just...
Because you've got Stadium Stampede or whatever, Anarchy in the Arena, which is chaos. And then you've also got an unsanctioned match with Cole and Jericho, which...
The title match has got to go on last.
No, it's got to go, but the two unsanctioned matches normally go on last if they're around. And then also the Anarchy in the Arena can.
That go on last, don't they?
Yeah, so it's got to be the main event, but yeah. FTR come down and cut like an absolutely fucking rip-roaring promo on Jeff Jarrett and Sunday Dutt. They go, why have we got this TNA rejects around here?
Yeah.
The only reason you're relevant is because you're Dixie Carter's boys and stuff like it was like proper going into it.
Yeah.
Then Mark Briscoe comes down and he basically says, why did you pile driver me last week? Like, I don't trust you. Like, then he full on slaps Dax. Because Dax keeps going, shake my hand like a man, you know. Then he slapped his hand away. Then he went, don't disrespect me on TV. Shake my hand like a man. And I felt a bit premature for Dax. He was going, you really said don't disrespect me on TV because I want the face. Slaps Dax, walks off. Then Jeff Jarrett walks down, and I think he's about to hug him. Briscoe just slaps him in the face and walks off. And then he goes up to Lethal and goes, you know, you're my boy, but these people are pricks, basically.
Yeah.
Guevara had a promo backstage. The commentator basically said that MJF just said that the offer still stands. You lie down, I'll give you money. And he was just on about growing up and stuff. And
stupid.
House of Black versus Blake Metallic and Fox. All right, it's 2.5 stars. It was a bit of a meh House of Black match because I think it was also there was no way Blake Christian, Grand Metalik, and AR Fox were winning that title. And weirdly enough, Buddy Murphy won with Rhea Ripley's submission finish.
Nice.
Which is a nice thing. They all hit submission finishes, but Buddy's was the one that actually was the counting one. BCC promo. They obviously announced they were going to win the titles tonight against the Lucha Bros, and then they're going to end the Elite. And basically, they were just saying, you know, this is our kind of match. We're going to absolutely pummel you, which it is their kind of match. They should pummel the Elite.
Yeah. But
they're not going to win, and it's going to sadden me.
Same. Because the Elite...
unless they do something smart and add someone to the BCC that night, that's the only way I can see them winning, if they have like a mystery surprise and they win. But I don't know who could that be. CM Punk. Imagine.
God, imagine.
MJF comes to the ring. He basically said he's bored in AEW. The race for 2024. Contract conspiracies coming up again. Darby Allin comes down, and this is the focal point of the whole match. As I said, Darby Allin just says, you know, I'm going to beat you with a headlock, which I really enjoyed because obviously MJF beat him with a headlock.
Yeah.
Really good story. And then MJF, ultimate heel, he's about to start him, and MJF just literally toe punts him in the balls. Just fall and toe punts him in the balls. Then Sammy Guevara comes down, MJF flees, Jungle Boy attacks him and holds up the belt. Jungle Boy wins the title, good God. Taya Valkyrie versus Lady Frost. Alright, it's 2.5 stars. It was just Taya Valkyrie warming up for the Double or Nothing match.
Yep.
Taya Valkyrie needs to win that title so bad.
Yeah, don't.
Cassidy needs to lose. Jade Cargill needs to lose. What they're doing with Jade Cargill if she beats Taya Valkyrie?
Just retiring. That's the only thing.
Because like Statlander's still not appearing unless she appears on that show.
Unless she appears, yeah. But in it, I think it's too soon for Statlander.
Yeah,
like in terms of
I think
comeback,
Taya Valkyrie should win the title because she's the only legitimate wrestler in the women's division at the moment.
Yeah, I agree.
That's not lost.
Yep.
Oh no, wait, she did. But she's also banned from using a finish again.
Yeah.
She can't lose twice in a row in a banned from losing your finish match, surely. It's AEW, that's possible.
I was going to say Tony Khan.
They announced that Collision's going to be in Chicago, the first show, so if CM Punk doesn't turn up, my God.
Yeah, they must have come to some form of arrangement for them to announce Chicago.
But CM Punk could just take his ball and go home again, and he'll ruin everything.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine. Paige has an eye patch. I know you got him, but like so many wrestlers. AEW loves an eye patch.
It is the must-have accessory in AEW.
Pac. Malachi had it, I'm sure he did.
Moxley had one.
Moxley had one. And now Paige has got a glittered. Oh, stupid.
Yeah.
Cole versus. It's just stupid. Cole versus Jericho contract signing. So Cole's going to murder Jericho, which I like that because, you know, he beat his wife up. You know, you did that build. Then Jericho's still playing the card of, you know what, let's roll that video again. You're doing nothing while they beat down your wife. He forgets that Cole is handcuffed to the rope.
Yeah.
Keeps battering that horse, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love when Jericho does stuff like this. Then Jericho mentions, you know, it's an unsanctioned match. I can have the Jazz Society with me. Strong's with him. And then Cole says, you know, I'm not coming alone. You know, I've got Roderick Strong. And he says, you know what? Someone that is involved in unsanctioned, or not, you know, like no odds barred, like no DQ matches. You may know him. He's homicidal, genocidal, death-defying. I was like, good God, Sabu's coming. I was really excited. And I was thinking, and then it was Sabu. And I was so happy it's Sabu. I like Sabu. I will mark out for Sabu no matter what happens. And he threw a chair. He threw a perfect chair shot.
Yeah, I don't
Sabu,
get it.
Undisputed Era.
I don't get it.
It's because it's in Sabu's area and also it's unsanctioned. He's got a rivalry with Chris Jericho from years ago. That's all it'll be. It'll just be like a throwback. Dun, 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 dun.
Not a fan. I saw people going mad for it, like, Sabu, I'm like, what's he going to do, though? He's just going to be at the match, maybe be in a spot, and that's the end of it.
He's a special enforcer. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
I was never a
dun,
fan,
dun.
so that's probably why I'm a bit down on it. If it was someone I liked, then yeah, fair enough.
Oh, I fucking love Sabu. Love him. Shut up, slapnuts. I love my people. Garcia versus Strong was up next, which is just a random match that happened because of the fallout of that. Strong won. I rated 2 3/4 stars. It was a good match. It just wasn't like full on over the top match.
Yeah.
And then we had Lucha Bros versus the BCC, Claudio and Wheeler. I rated this 2 3/4 as well. I hated the finish. I always knew the Lucha Bros were winning, but the finish was the ref was distracted. The Young Bucks came from underneath the ring, grabbed Claudio. They hit the Fear Factor on Wheeler Yuta. Then the Young Bucks forgot to keep hold of Claudio. So Claudio could have broke up the fall, but he was still at the ring for 2 seconds, and then the Young Bucks grabbed him again.
Yeah.
So, and then they they super kicked Claudio, and the BCC came down and said, we're going to murder you. And then the Young Bucks looked scared, and that's how the show ends.
So, like you said, pretty drab sort of go home.
Yeah, like, it's not even me. Like, if you look around, like, people are saying it's not a great ending to end the show. But yeah, it's going to be a good event.
I feel like there's 3 pay-per-views this weekend. Obviously, one we won't review will be the NXT one. But
It's Battleground NXT, yeah. I knew it was booked for Battleground, and I was wondering, what the fuck's Battleground? So, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot it was even a thing until we were talking about it with GM chat for WCP.
Is that after the Saudi show? Or is that in the morning?
I feel like it's after, but I'm also not 100%
say.
sure because it'll be in America, won't it? So the timings will be the same.
Live streaming, though.
Yes. So that is what I was going to say. We will be live streaming the Saudi Arabia show, Night of Champions. Myself, Ray, and I believe DP is now available. So all three of us will be on Twitch, obviously not showing the actual screen because we'll get cancelled. But we will be doing a watch along of it, giving our thoughts as it happens, and then obviously we will review it again separately. But yeah, if you want to jump in and join us, the HCW show on Twitch, follow us on Twitter at the HCW show, Instagram HCW show, Facebook the HCW show. Follow us on the YouTube channel, because if you're watching this and you don't subscribe, what are you doing? So yeah, subscribe, like, let us know what you like and what you don't like. We'll keep pumping out the content. We've got loads of stuff coming up. But yeah, that will take us to the end of the video. So from me, that is good night, and from Ray,
I was able to log into the WWE network. It's going to be fine.
Oh, nice. So yeah, that'll be an issue then. No.
That's my goodbye, everyone.
Yeah. See you on the next one, guys.
Adios.